Can you read a single page of a book without your mind wandering? Be honest. You sit down to study, you sit down to work, you tell yourself, today I will be productive. But 5 minutes later, you are checking your phone, you are thinking about dinner, you are staring at the wall. Your mind is not a fortress, it is a public park. Anyone and anything can walk in and disturb you. A notification rings. You look. A door opens. You look. A thought pops up. You follow it. You have the attention span of a goldfish. Actually, that is an insult to the goldfish. Scientists say the average human attention span has dropped to 8 seconds. A goldfish has 9. You are losing the war for your own mind, and if you cannot focus, you cannot learn, you cannot build, you cannot succeed. But there is a group of people who are immune to this. They can sit for hours in total silence. They can focus on a single flame for an entire day. They have minds like lasers. They are monks. Welcome back, Masters of the Mind. Today, I am going to teach you how to steal their secret. I am not going to tell you to meditate for 10 years. I am going to give you the neuroscience behind monk-like focus. We are going to combine ancient wisdom with modern brain science. By the end of this video, you will have a protocol to trigger instant concentration. Here is the deal. If you can make it to the end of this video without checking your phone, you are already ahead of 90% of the population. Are you ready to reclaim your mind? Let's begin. First, we must destroy a lie, the lie that makes you stupid, multitasking. You think you can watch a video and study at the same time. You think you can reply to texts and work on your project. You cannot. The human brain is physically incapable of multitasking. What you are doing is called task switching. You are jumping back and forth, millisecond by millisecond. A study from the University of London found something terrifying. They found that multitasking lowers your IQ. How much? By 15 points. To put that in perspective, smoking marijuana drops your IQ by 5 points. Losing a night of sleep drops it by 10 points. Multitasking drops it by 15 points. When you try to do 2 things at once, you are literally making yourself stupider than a stoned person. Monks know this. A monk does one thing at a time. When they walk, they walk. When they eat, they eat. When they breathe, they breathe. Rule number 1, kill the multitasking. Close the tabs, hide the phone, do one thing or do nothing. Now, let me give you a neuroscience hack that feels like magic. This comes from Dr. Andrew Huberman, a neuroscientist at Stanford. Most people think focus starts in the mind. Wrong. Focus starts with the eyes. Your eyes are actually part of your brain. They are the only part of the brain that is outside the skull. And here is the secret. Visual focus drives mental focus. When you narrow your visual field, when you stare intensely at one small point, your brain releases a chemical called norepinephrine. This chemical alerts your nervous system. It tells your brain, this is important, pay attention. And then, it releases acetylcholine. This chemical highlights the specific neurons involved in that task. So, how do you use this? Before you start studying or working, do this. Pick a spot on the wall, or a dot on your screen, and stare at it for 30 to 60 seconds. Do not blink if you can help it. Narrow your gaze. It will feel uncomfortable. It will feel intense. That is good. That is the chemicals releasing. After 60 seconds, move your eyes to your work. You will feel a laser-like sharpness. You have just manually engaged your focus circuit. You sit down, you engage your eyes, you start working, and 5 minutes later, you feel pain. You feel an urge to quit. You feel an urge to check your phone. You think, maybe I'm just not motivated today. Stop being soft. This pain is not a sign to stop. It is a sign that your brain is shifting gears. Neuroscience calls this limbic friction. Think of a rocket ship. A rocket burns 80% of its fuel just to get off the ground. Once it is in space, it glides effortlessly. Your brain is the same. The first 15 to 20 minutes of focus are supposed to be hard. Your brain is warming up. It is switching from the default mode network to the task-positive network. Most people quit at minute 10. They hit the wall of pain, and they retreat to TikTok. They never reach orbit. But the monk? The monk expects the pain. He sits through it. He knows that on the other side of that 20-minute wall lies the flow state. So here is the rule. You are not allowed to quit in the first 20 minutes, even if you just stare at the blank page. You do not move. Push through the friction. Space is waiting for you. The Auditory Hack, 40 Hz Binaural Beats. Monks use chanting and bells to enter deep states. You can use technology. There is a specific sound frequency that triggers focus. It is called 40 Hz gamma waves. Studies show that listening to 40 Hz binaural beats increases concentration and memory. It synchronizes your brain waves to the frequency of active processing. Go to YouTube. Search for 40 Hz binaural beats. Put on your headphones. This is important. You must use headphones for it to work. Play it in the background at low volume. It acts like a metronome for your brain. It keeps your mind marching to the rhythm of focus. It drowns out the internal noise. Use this tool. It is a cheat code for your brain. The distraction list, parking lot. You are focused, you are in the flow, and suddenly your brain says, I need to buy milk. Did I reply to that email? I wonder who won the game. These are called pop-up thoughts, and they kill focus instantly. If you act on them, you break the flow. If you try to suppress them, you waste energy fighting them. So what do? You use the parking lot method. Keep a piece of paper and a pen next to you. When a random thought pops up, write it down and immediately get back to work. By writing it down, you tell your brain, I have captured this. It is safe. I will deal with it later. Your brain relaxes. It lets the thought go. Do not open a new tab. Do not check your phone. Park the thought and keep driving. Interoception, monk awareness. Now, let's talk about the monk mindset. How do monks sit still for hours? Do they not get distracted? Of course they do. The difference is, they do not judge themselves for it. Imagine your mind is a searchlight. Sometimes, the light drifts away into the darkness. The amateur gets angry. Why can't I focus? The monk simply notices. The light has drifted, and he gently brings it back to the center. Focus is not a state of perfection. Focus is the act of returning. Every time you catch your mind wandering, and you bring it back, that is one rep for your brain. That is like doing a bicep curl for your mind. So do not get frustrated when you get distracted. Celebrate the fact that you noticed and bring the light back again and again and again. That is the practice. Finally, none of this matters if your tank is empty. If you start your day by flooding your brain with dopamine, by watching shorts, playing games, watching porn, you burn out your focus receptors. You cannot focus on a boring textbook. If your brain is used to the high-speed stimulation of the internet, it is like trying to eat broccoli after eating candy all day. The broccoli tastes like nothing. The work feels impossible. You need to bore your brain. To a monk, sitting and breathing is interesting. Why? Because his dopamine baseline is healthy. If you want monk-like focus, You must live a lower stimulation life. Embrace boredom. Stop filling every second with noise. The more bored you are, the more attractive the work becomes. Focus is the new IQ. In a world of distraction, the focused man is king. While everyone else is scrolling, you will be learning. While everyone else is switching tasks, you will be mastering. While everyone else is average, you will be exceptional. But remember, knowledge is useless without action. You have the tools, you have the science. Now, you need the will. So I have a challenge for you, right now, as soon as this video ends. Do not click on another video. Do not scroll down to the comments yet. Pick one task, turn off your phone, stare at a dot for 30 seconds, and work for 20 minutes without stopping. Break the barrier, enter the flow. Are you ready to commit? If you are, go to the comments and write, "I am focused." Do not write anything else, just "I am focused." This is your contract with yourself. If this video helped you, hit the like button. Subscribe to Brain Reboot. We are building a generation of focused minds. Reset your mind, upgrade your life. This is Brain Reboot.